everybody. Ha ha. She's back, and she's back in the kitchen. So, what I'm trying to do today is I'm trying to figure out how to use that thing to make bread. So, I'm pulling up a recipe online. The best way is to figure out how to use this thing to make bread, to bake it correctly so it comes out like tasting like bread instead of being like gooey and uncooked in the middle. So, got the yeast, I got the liquid measuring cup, I got the dry measuring cup, I got my Kitchenaide Mixer. Now I gotta get all the rest of the ingredients together. So, alright, let's try to pull this stuff together in the midst of the storm and see if I actually can make bread today. Woo! Alright, so I'm gonna go ahead and put in the description bar below the ingredients and, well, actually the recipe that I use, and let's see how it comes together. Alright, it's a long process because it's gonna take like 3 hours because you have to let everything kind of process together and proof and all that fun stuff. So, yeah, we're not going to sit here for 3 hours on the video. Not going to do that to you guys. But we're going to see if I can come together and actually make bread in my Samsung convection microwave oven today. So. Transparency. I just realized that this was not the original recipe that I had saved, because when I started putting the ingredients together I realized, wait a minute, this one is not telling me to stop and let the yeast activate and all that great stuff. It's just going to jump right into the next process, without letting the dough proof and rise like it's supposed to. So I knew something was off. So with all transparency, I don't know how it's going to turn out. I stopped. I stopped once I started kneading the bread. It's like, wait a minute, we missed a few steps. So I'm letting the dough rise right now like it's supposed to do, instead of just taking it out. And it's like, wait a minute, why aren't we proofing this? So I'm going to try to find the original recipe that I saved. I don't know where it is. I think when I updated my phone, I lost some things. So yeah, okay, well, we'll see how this turns out. I'm going to let it do its thing, rise. It should double its size. Then you knead it out a little. I'm trying to remember when I used to bake at home. It should double its size. You knead it a little bit. Then you put it into a bread pan, let it rise again, and then you bake it. So I knew something just didn't look right when I started putting the ingredients together, because it just wasn't letting me stop and let the yeast do what it's supposed to do. And I was like, wait a minute, there's something we're missing. So, transparency, I kind of goofed on something. So, okay, so I've been letting the dough rise and proof in the pan. As you can see, it's doubled in size. I'm going to again remind you guys that this was not the original recipe I should have been using. Again, I'll put it in the description bar below. It needs to go into, the convection oven is warming up. It's going to go into the convection microwave for 350 for 35 to 40 minutes. So we'll see what it looks like when it's done. Well, I'm jamming out to some music, so it just got out of the oven. I'm going to let it cool off for a little bit. It's crusty. We'll see if it's hard as a brick afterwards. So let's let it cool down for a little bit and see if it's either a brick or a bava. We'll see. It smells really good though, I gotta say. I love homemade bread. It just makes the house smell, you know, any home or any area that you walk by where there's fresh bread baking, it makes any environment smell good. But we'll see.